Lifestyle not for you, but it's for me. Seen it myself for years. The vision is mine alone. Just me, myself, no peers.
Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Rams and the Eagles on Sunday night primetime.
Opened back in 2003. Have a look at the link. Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. A hand will decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we go Lakewood in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the Philadelphia Eagles. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
The fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a former Pro Bowl quarterback out of the University of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
And if he and his guys want to spring the upset here in the second round and move on, they've got to focus on the good that they did in the wild card victory. At the top of that list, protecting the football. Got a little careless last week. A few got away from him. Might not be so fortunate this time around. And if that's the case, they'll end up going home.
A good gain there on first down. That run will get him 7 up to the 32-yard line. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll fake it. Now Stafford.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
Third play this opening drive as they're looking at the 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run for this with Akers.
And he will be very close to a first down. You see the close fist of the referee. And that means 4th down. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. Great first drive defensively. 3rd and short, able to stop the run.
And what it does is it gives not just confidence to your defensive players, it gives an overall feeling of, okay, we've established things here early. We can carry this throughout the game.
Here comes the Rams punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line.
Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest, and I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one, because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. To throw again on second down. Hurts. It's caught by Sanders. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Hurts. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And work with me here. Is this overhyped or not? You've got a warm weather team on the road in January, and it's cold. What's the deal? Is that a factor or is it not a factor?
I think a lot of it depends on the personality of your head coach and how you prepare for things. And some things you just can't prepare. If you come from a warm weather site, you can't make it cold enough like it is here in this ball game. But what you can do is just tell the guys, dress for the weather, and then play like we always play. And as the game goes along, typically those guys out there playing, you warm up enough that it really shouldn't affect you quite the same way. Now, if that's all you talk about, if you put that...
Now a first carry for their fullback. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. Third and long coming up.
After playing like that, it should be congratulations all around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. The shotgun snap for Stafford. Throw left side complete. That's Carter. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 19-yard line. So yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, when we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. They were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They start on the ground here at Sanders. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Hurts going to keep this himself. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. He's going deep for Brown. And he's got it inside the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And you'd think on third down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a...
Sean McVay unhappy on the sidelines visibly. He's made the decision to reach for the red flag.
The previous play is under review.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Throwing is Hurts. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. No gain on the play. And that'll set up 2nd and 8.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that touchdown! Devontae Smith from 8 yards out. And the Eagles are on the board first here in this division round matchup. A long way to go in this one. I'm sure that's not the only score we'll see today, but to jump out like that, very good.
Yeah, everyone wants to set the pace. You know, in a game like this, you want people chasing you. You don't want to be the team chasing them. That's exactly what they did.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
The Rams ready to go on offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive.
Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. To throw again on second down. Stafford, pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack, and they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here comes the Rams punt as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now a 53-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
Hurts fumbles it.
And he's got some space here. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding. Defense.
And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
From the 6.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
On the move to his left. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football, and he's got a first.
We know they have these RPOs in their playbook, and look, we're seeing it here in the first quarter. You think we're going to see it as the game continues?
They trotted them out early for a reason, partner. They're letting them know that this is in the arsenal, and we rely on it. You better be prepared because this is going to be an all-day affair trying to stop them.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts. And that'll be incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Hurts to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams getting set to go now. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this, it is cold, it goes.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. And his throw here's incomplete. Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Stafford now to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. From the gun, it's Hurts. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
Holding. Offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll look to throw again. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. These two teams all tied after one. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. Zerline's kick is up and through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call there, opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
The Rams on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. A throw there, but that's going to win. Fair to say it hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Here's Hardman to return.
It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
They certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams 19. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard.
And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe try to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. They'll set up a throw. Touchdown, Eagles! Touchdown, Brown. As his guys are able to extend their lead.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And able to get this out to the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Rolling to his left. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Just 3 catches in the wild card victory for him. A first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford.
He's got his man downfield. It's Robinson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll try and run with their fullback. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
Now it's Stafford. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. From the gun on third down, Stafford. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Being chased, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Nightmare on third and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on third down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Hardman will elect not to bring this out, and the football will be on the 25-yard line. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out.
Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass, so whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watched the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7, or even routes versus air. They're accurate, the receivers catch it, the ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, the ball never hits the ground there either.
So, Charles, this a defense that hasn't made a lot of mistakes like this on the road to this playoff matchup, but that a bad one there.
Yeah, you definitely want to rattle and shake up the other quarterback, but you know you've got to do it the right way. Otherwise, that cloth's going to be on the ground.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Left side here to Sanders. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They'll set up to throw. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
2nd down, back to Sanders.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Hurts. Sanders has it over the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On first down, Hurts. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Throwing is Hurts. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's got to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. On second and goal, Hurts. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. 3 tight ends up front here, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Zerline's kick is up and through, and they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Well, the Rams going to take over late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. Now a first down throw, Stafford. He'll get that one to Carter, complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Clock continuing to roll as the Rams try to get going again. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw, and it's knocked away and incomplete. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Eagle pressure, too much this time. There he goes. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, where it was our visitors who were able to walk away with the road victory. 13-0, the final, in a shutout. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Rams, and they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half, and it's why the scoreline is what it is. More successful throwing the football than their counterparts, as you can see the numbers there.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And that's complete to Sanders. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. From the 39, Hurts. And he whips that one incomplete there. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Stafford on 3rd down. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away.
Hardman on the return.
Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They forced a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. The Eagles send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Gets around him. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense is going to be set up with a 1st and 10 inside the 15. Now the Rams offense getting the football back. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7.
Stafford now to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Safe back around the 18-yard line. Fletcher Cox able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack. Well, they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the 1st down.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball to the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman.
The Eagles coming out as they get ready.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
On the slant, he's got Hardman.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him the 1st down.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. It's caught. Smith.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
A beautiful fake. Past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jalen Hurts,
49 yards.
And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
So a design run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that coming.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of it? Being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly
He's
didn't
lost.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
The zero line now for the PAT. And the lead is up to 14. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And a long run there in the end to top it off. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 6. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. From the 27, Stafford. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Take it to him.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened?
Years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Now it's Stafford. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. And en route, going into a little bit of traffic, maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
He finds his man, complete. It's Carter. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Eagles. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time? Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Hurts throw here, take it in as he's... And I think the ball's out.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And there's so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll look to throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Airing it out deep for Smith.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
They've just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks. And now here's a tackle behind the line.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, an almost unimaginable 0 for 10 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. They juked it and able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a 1st down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Now Stafford. They'll get this one to Cup, complete. Takes this one up past the 20 after he's able to make a man miss. To throw again on second down. Stafford. This is caught by Robinson. A couple of vets. Stafford to Robinson there. First down, Rams. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
On first down, it's Stafford. And his pass incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Back to throw, Stafford. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. And they let their fullback try and push the pile. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I get the thought process, 3rd and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way, but that means you're counting on your offensive line to win a line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, and there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That's taken on the 25. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. And this one not officially in the bag, but it's looking more and more like you and I are going to be in these same seats next week for a game to go to the Super Bowl.
And it's contrary to our meeting with the visitors, wasn't it? Remember when we went over to the hotel before the game, and one of the themes they kept hitting us with was, let's put the pressure on the #1 seed and see if they can handle it. Let's do that. Well, they're the #1 seed for a reason. Best team all year long. They're showing it again in this game.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Hurts finding Goddard there. First down, Philadelphia. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there at 22.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts.
Man open left side is Brown.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
On first down, Hurts looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. An option handoff given to Sanders.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Complete. Smith has it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. An effective 7-yard third down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Sanders call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Sanders again. And he's in for a touchdown. Sanders taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. For this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
Here's Stafford. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford toward the sideline, and he will have the 1st down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. On 1st down, Stafford here. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
So a 4th quarter pick-6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner. And I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick-6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick-6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away.
The football going back to the Rams now. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick-6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line. Stafford here coming off his pick-6.
He'll get that one to Carter complete.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
Here's Stafford. Open man right side is Cup complete. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. And just 3 yards on the catch there. Couldn't get away. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Stafford now to throw. Man open. It's
Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Stafford on 1st down. That'll be caught by Cup. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Throwing again on second down. Stafford. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No help for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Down at the 35, it'll be second down. Second down, back to Sanders.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
59 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Another run here with Sanders. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.